Three 24-year-olds from Harvard walk into one of the hardest businesses in technology, designing AI chips. And investors basically tell them, come back when you have some experience. And yet, in just 4 months after unveiling the idea, the startup named Etched raised nearly $2 billion, valued at a whopping $21 billion, according to a Wall Street Journal report. That sounds like another Silicon Valley fairy tale, except this one is actually being built in silicon. Semiconductors are not software. Chips cost tens of millions of dollars to develop, take years to build, and one bad design can set a company back massively. So when Harvard classmates Gavin Uberty, Chris Zhu, and Robert Vashin decided to build an AI chip company, the obvious question was, what do these kids know about hardware? Their answer was speed. Production is the product. Before its first silicon even came back from Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, the company had spent tens of millions of dollars on diagnostic equipment, software, and customer server racks. It even built a 2 megawatt data center inside its office, packed with refrigerator-sized servers so customers could remotely test its chips. Then the chips arrived. Etched says it took just 44 days to get them running AI inference workloads. The usual timeline, it says, is 6 months or more. For starters, it isn't trying to replicate Nvidia's entire business. Etched is betting on inference, the computing that happens when an AI model actually responds to a query. Its architecture, called cluster-scale memory, is designed to make multiple chips communicate quickly enough to effectively behave like one processor. Etched says a communication task that takes about 4000 nanoseconds on Nvidia's Blackwell can take just 700 nanoseconds on its architecture. And that matters enormously to quantitative trading firms where a fraction of a second can translate into money. Etched now has around 400 employees and roughly 15% previously worked at Nvidia. Among them is Brian Loyler, who spent nearly 23 years at Nvidia and has recruited about a dozen former colleagues. The company also recruited Saptadeep Pal, who worked on multi-GPU parallelization at Nvidia. And the strategy is beginning to pay off. Etched has already booked more than $1 billion in orders, started shipping chips, and signed its first customer, Jane Street Capital, the quantitative trading giant. Jane Street is now leading another $700 million funding round, valuing Etched at $21 billion, above the roughly $20 billion value attached to Nvidia's deal involving Grok. For a company founded by three 24-year-olds, the bet is no longer theoretical. They have built the chips and customers are buying them. And Etched is betting that the next big AI chip battle won't be about training AI. It will be about answering it faster than Nvidia can. Follow Business Standard for more such stories.